At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Packers. DJ Moore, his 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Achane.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
19 Chargers, 19 Chargers.
Stroud working out of the gun.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Achane gets it from the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Achane. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
So they opted to run the ball there on 3rd down on their side of the field.
I wonder if that was a called play, or did he check into it? And if he did, that took a lot of guts, because on his own side of the field, an obvious passing down, decides to run the football and they pick up the first down. Give that man a ton of credit.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 40 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. offensive linemen still, to this day.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down.
Ready.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he is going to have the Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they get 5 there on 4th and 3.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25 they operate with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's Stroud.
And caught in the end zone.
DeVonta Smith.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Okay.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. And Stroud now to throw.
Smith catches left side. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's a 2nd and 5. Achane here. They stay on the ground.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
18 Rattler, 18 Pioneer. 19 tight, 19 tight.
4th down. Here's Stroud.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
43.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Tony Pollard,
36 yards.
and the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
A try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around.
On the handoff, it's Achane.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Open man is Mingo. Complete.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Stroud out of the gun here.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Devon Achane.
46 yards.
And the Steelers are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Down he goes.
Keanu Benton
In there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. You figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing now is Mahomes.
He'll fire deep, looking for more.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Now he's loose again.
Touchdown. DJ Moore on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. Go.
Throwing now is Stroud.
He's going to go up top again.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Mahomes' throw taken in by Hockenson here.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Berrios.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Pollard will take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Ready, ready.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Motion man is Berrios.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
He finds his man, Pollard.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a third. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
Now Mahomes. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tony Pollard on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Stroud. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Quickly to Hockenson.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Yellow.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now here's Pollard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Tony Pollard hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
And that will be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
4th down, Stroud going to try to throw for it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Adam Thielen, 59 yards.
And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On second down, here's Mahomes. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I had to do a double take on that one, Brandon, because so far in this game, we haven't seen many of his passes fall incomplete.
A second and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
And again, it's Mahomes. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. It'll be first and goal when we come back. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone.
Touchdown, Packers!
T.J. Hockenson.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Got it. Ready?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Right back to Achane on second down.
And he powers his way up past the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10, it's Stroud. He's got Mingo.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Adam Thielen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He's got him in. Complete.
Down the right sideline.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Amari Cooper, 75 yards.
And the Packers are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud looking to change the play.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 55 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive. It got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That goes for a gain of 31. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Mahomes going to throw it here. Drops this underneath for Pollard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. It's caught. Smith. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Stroud. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Again, it's Stroud. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Steelers 42. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Point after try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Ready.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clear.